we got a special announcement today. We got a special announcement, y'all. You ready for this? You ready for this?
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
How'd I look? Testing, 1 2 1 2. Big announcement today, y'all. Big announcement. All right, y'all. Here we are with another episode of Midwest Anxiety Daily. That's right. You're joining me for another day. Here we are, back and again. We're running it back. We got a special announcement today. We got a special announcement, y'all. You ready for this? That's right. I am gonna be your leprechaun, your lucky leprechaun for another 2 years, y'all. Another 2 years. I renewed my license, my LSCSW Licensed Specialist Clinical Social Worker license. That's right. We're bringing the MWA thing. We're bringing it back, y'all. We're doing it. We're doing the MWA thing for another 2 years. We're signed on for another 2 years to do this community-based mental health thing, y'all, that we're talking about. I brought out all the green today, all the green. Got my hat, my lucky hat, got my coat, my green coat, and hey, we're even drinking, Sprite because it's in a green can. Plus, I like Sprite anyway, all right? But anyway, guys, you guys know, while I'm going to be your lucky leprechaun and I'm going to continue to bring you cognitive behavioral therapy, I'm going to bring you little nuggets, not chicken nuggets, but little just nuggets, okay? Little nuggets, cognitive behavioral nuggets. I'm going to encourage, I'm going to inspire you to get the most out of this one life you were given. And we're going to continue to do the MWA thing and change the way we talk and do mental health, y'all. But here's the thing. We're gonna have a lot of fun while we do it over this next 2 years. We're gonna rock like a rocket ship, y'all. Big things coming. We don't believe in being lucky. We know happiness takes work, y'all. Happiness takes work. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. All right, so I've been talking with clients a lot lately, particularly kids, but also parents. This idea of how do you spend your time? I don't think we talk enough about the value of time. We think that, we got a lot of time. I mean, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years. But here's the thing. If you think about time in a different way, not how much time you have left, okay? Because if you think about it, 20 years seems like a lot. 40 years sounds like a lot. I want to live to be at least 102. I want to live at least be 102. So that's 60, I think that's like 50 something years. Anyway, I'm not good at math, but anyway, let's just say I got another 50 years to live. That seems like a long time, okay? But if you think about it differently, I think you will start to live your life and spend your time a little differently, okay? When you think about it this way, when you don't think about how much time you have left, you mean like 50 plus years, when you think about like, I don't get this second back, like this second right now, I don't get back, like I just lost this second. Not how much do I still have left, but I just lost this second. You just lost this second. If you think of life, if you think of your time as you think of money, so every second, think about it this way, every second cost you a penny, okay? So every second cost you a penny, let's say. Well, 1 second isn't that much, right? Well, because 1 second is just a penny. But think about 10 seconds. Oh, okay, now it cost you a dime. Okay, can you start to see now how if you look at value in your time as a way that you just lost that second, that you just had to pay that second for something in your life, then you start to value it a little differently. You start to value it a little differently. You don't say, oh, I have a lot of time to waste. You don't say I have a lot of time to waste. Like time becomes valuable. Like I want to get the most out of my life. I want to get the most out of my life, as you would with your money. My hope would be is you would want to get the most out of your money. And so if you think about each second cost you a penny, then that starts to put a kind of a value on it we can understand. And then we would want to say, okay, if I'm going to spend a penny for every second, I at least want to get something out of that second, or out of that minute, or out of that day, or out of that year. I don't want to spend all day in bed. Think about it. Like I just wasted, let's say 8 hours of my day, right? Just being in bed. Like I don't get that 8 hours back. I don't get that 8 hours back, y'all. So my hope is that you start to think about how your time is very valuable, that your time is very valuable, and that you're going to spend your time getting valuable things out of it, getting valuable things. You're going to do things that create positivity in your life. You're going to create things that give you good things in life, right? That you're not going to spend your life on the negative side. You're not going to spend 10 minutes gossiping about something. I mean, what are you going to get out of that gossip, right? No, I'm going to spend 10 minutes enjoying my time with someone rather than spending in that negative place. Does that make sense? Value your time like you might value money, and think about it that every second that goes by, you just spent a penny. You just spent a penny for that second, and you gave someone a penny. You gave someone a penny. You're saying, oh, okay, here's my life. For that second of my life, here's a penny. And I wonder if you would start thinking about it differently. Certainly when I started thinking about it that way, I was like, oh yeah. I want to get the most out of my seconds. I want to get the most out of my minutes. I want to get the most out of my days, my weeks, my life. All right? Fill your life, fill this one life you have with all the things that you want in your life that are good for you, that bring you value. Make your time valuable. Your time is very valuable. Really be able to appreciate the value in time, and you will change the way that you spend your time. All right, y'all?
On track, now we on way up. W's as easy as a layup.
All right, y'all, a little MWA history as we start another 2 years of MWA. Let me tell you about MWA up until this point. So 2009, I got my clinical license, my LSCSW, and Midwest Anxiety was formed in 2009. In 2009 to 2014-15, we were office-based. We were like traditional mental health, traditional psychotherapy. We had an office in Corporate Woods, a big office. We had a classroom where we did classes, and then we had just a big office in Corporate Woods. Very, very nice. And then in 2015, I was like, you know, this office-based, this traditional mental health, psychotherapy is for some, but it's not for me. It's just not me. It just didn't fit me. It didn't fit with what I wanted to create in the MWA thing. It wasn't the MWA thing, y'all. Office-based therapy was not the MWA thing. So I decided to not renew my lease, and we went community-based and have been community-based mental health ever since then. And over time, you know, we've evolved and really have evolved into what the MWA thing, we've done the MWA thing, okay? Being community-based, going into homes, going into schools, basically going into the places where people live, work, and play. We take our clinical work and we put it into those environments, okay? We get to see people in their most natural, raw state. We get to teach them cognitive behavioral skills, okay? And then we get to see them, we get to see the cognitive behavioral skills used in the various situations where people struggle. And over time, we've developed the idea that, we just don't believe that mental health is, we don't believe it's a diagnosis. We believe it's a lifestyle. Mental health is a lifestyle, not a diagnosis. We are all about, while we do talk about the struggles, we also believe in the strengths. We think people have lots and lots of strengths. All right. So where I'm at right now with Midwest Anxiety is I'm just really getting, I'm laying the foundation. We're 14 years into this, and I want Midwest Anxiety to be doing mental health, community-based mental health, doing mental health differently. I want Midwest Anxiety to be doing that forever, all right? So what I'm doing is I'm having to lay the foundation. I'm having to lay the foundation and the walls and what all this looks like, because, we're just doing mental health differently. So I'm taking these years now to do that. And at some point, I will get the program how I like it, and then what we're going to start doing is we're going to start hiring, and we're going to start growing Midwest Anxiety. Okay, we're gonna grow Midwest Anxiety, but I want to get it in its most raw. I want to get the basic parts of Midwest Anxiety just really good, really tight, and so for that reason, right now, what we're doing is, not only do we do psychotherapy, but I just believe mental health is done just in our culture, in our community, just kind of everyday life. And so here we are. We're doing food, and we're doing music. We're doing all kinds of stuff, okay? Not only are we doing the clinical work, we're working and helping people with their struggles, but we're trying to celebrate and enjoy life at the same time. And as we develop more and more and strengthen our brand, Midwest Anxiety will grow, okay? And I'm excited to see how Midwest Anxiety grows. I'm excited to see how it grows and how we just continue to do mental health differently, all right? I'm excited to continue to see how Midwest Anxiety does mental health differently. 2023, here I am wearing a leprechaun hat. I'm excited to see, as we continue to grow, what we look like. 2050, what does Midwest Anxiety look like in 2050? We'll be able to look back, and we'll be able to recall these videos, and we'll be able to recall just all that we have talked about, and we'll be able to see kind of the growth. We'll be able to see the evolution of Midwest Anxiety over time, and that's what drives me. That's what gives me energy in my day-to-day in Midwest Anxiety right now, is not only enjoying all the things that we do and all the clients that I get to see and have just a small part in their life, but I really enjoy being able to lay the foundation of Midwest Anxiety with the idea that one day Midwest Anxiety will continue to grow and be a very valuable resource in our community and beyond. All right, so the history of Midwest Anxiety, a lot more to come. The rocket ship, we're on our way. We're on our way to the moon, and just enjoying the process, y'all. Just enjoying the process day after day. I appreciate you guys being on this ride with us. Appreciate you guys being on this ride, and let's just keep getting after it, y'all. Let's just keep getting after it. All right? Hey, thanks for joining today. Thanks for joining. I hope you've had a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.